How do you start a successful real estate career and actually make something of it without wasting your time, wasting your energy? Well, in this video, I wanted to break down what it takes to be a successful agent. I'm going to tell you the steps that I took, which I learned from my own mistakes, and how I would put it all together so that you can follow these steps and actually become a successful real estate agent wherever that may be in the world. What's going on, guys? My name is Joe Butler and I'm a real estate agent based in Dubai. But not only that, I am also providing real estate agents with the best training through my Real Estate Growth Academy, where I teach realtors how to grow a successful personal brand through the power of social media and how to generate your own leads organically. If this is something you might be interested in, well, all you need to do is follow the link below and go to my free training. Or if you feel ready to jump straight into it, book on a free call where you get a one-to-one call with me where we can discuss how we can help your real estate career. So first of all, a little bit of background about myself. I'm a real estate agent in Dubai and I've been working in this industry for many years. And I would say that at the start it was super difficult, probably because the lack of direction. Like, I'm sure you've probably been there as a real estate agent when you start out. It's so hard knowing what to do, what to focus on, which direction to go. But the first thing that you should know if you're starting out in the real estate space is what defines a successful agent in your eyes. Is it just money? Is it just being able to buy a Ferrari? Or, is it being able to own your own properties? What is that definition? And this is what I task everybody to do before they start. It's not a trick question. If you want a Ferrari, if you want a nice house, then that's absolutely fine. But what is your definition of a real estate agent that is successful? For me, for example, yes, of course, all of those nice things, of course, everybody wants, right? A nice car, a nice house. But for me, it was more than that. When I started out as a real estate agent, for me, what I really wanted to define was, well, first of all, aside from the nice things, I don't want to ever really have to struggle about paying bills anymore. I don't just want to, wake up one day and think, oh, this bill is due. I've been there so many times in my life where I've thought, oh, the bills are due. I've got to pay this. I've got to pay that. But not only that, I also wanted to be able to give my mum and dad retirement, I don't come from any specific background where, we can afford to retire at the age of 50, 60. No. My parents would have kept working until they're 80, 90, if they could. All right? So that's what, for me, I had to outlay at the start. What is my definition of a successful agent? Number one, I didn't want to pay any bills or have to worry about paying any bills. Number two, I want to retire my mum and dad. Of course, I want those lavish things. I want to be able to have the freedom of travel. And now, luckily, I'm on my way to securing almost all of those things so far, and I've got a little bit left to go, and I will reach my goals. Now, I want you to go away and define what is a successful agent. For me also, I want to mark my name in the industry as somebody that my international investors can trust. I don't want to just be another agent on the street, just like, oh, that guy, oh, real estate agent. No, I want to be known as the guy, Joe Butler. He's well known in Dubai, who sells real estate, who can help, all my friends, my family. I can help people retire. So not just defining my personal goals for me, but also what my career is going to lead to. Such as, well, I want to be able to help other people retire. I want to help build people's financial future. I want to help people, build cash flow properties and actually, profit from such a profitable industry. I want to be the go-to person that can share knowledge. Now, if this all resonates with you, then I suggest you start writing these down because it's very important that you do this. Now, once you've defined what you see as a successful real estate agent, maybe you've looked up to someone in the industry that you can say, I want to be like that. Then amazing. Well, once we've defined what that looks like, then we need to set some goals. Now, it's easy, all well and good saying, oh, I want to make $1 million a year. I want to make $2, $5, $10 million a year. But you need to make actionable goals, because this is one of the things that I struggled with in the past, and that was actually creating actionable goals. Now, what I suggest to everybody who's watching this video is reverse engineer absolutely everything, okay? Because at the start of your real estate career, you might be a bit lost, and I appreciate it might take a bit of time to understand, where your business is going to come from and stuff like that. But when it comes to goals, I always say we want to start with financial. All right? So what is your financial goal? All right, cool. It's $1 million. Amazing. Now break that down. Break that down into 12 months. Okay, cool. Now break that down into 4 weeks. So once it's down into 4 weeks, break that down into every single week. Okay, cool. So now you understand how much you need to make every week, how much you need to make every month to actually total that amount every year. Well, that's all well and good that we know we need to make that much money. Okay, but now how do we actually make that money? Because that's the $1 million question. Well, I say this to everybody. Once you find, which we will go into shortly, once you find your flow and you find your niche and you find your way of making money throughout this industry, okay? Whether that's cold calling, whether that's content like me. Well, I know that I need to make actionable goals, such as I know I need to create 4 videos per week, which means I know I need to create 16 videos a month. Okay, cool, then I times that by 12. All right, okay, so that's how many videos that I know I need to make per year to generate me this many calls, which on average is generating me this many sales. Now, I understand and appreciate if you are just starting out or you are considering starting out, this might be quite, hard to overlook at first, but this can be reverse engineered in any scenario. You might be a seller's agent. You might be someone that does cold calls. You might know for every 100 calls, you get 3 listings, and these 3 listings, 2 of them close. All right, cool. Well, make sure you're using all of these analytics to really push your career forward, because then we're going to get into the next point, which is when you actually define your personal goals. You want to be more confident on the phones, okay? Which then leads into mental goals, which, you want to make sure that you're waking up with a good attitude every day. All of these goals need to be defined, and I say just categorize them all, okay? Your financial, your personal, your mental goals. For example, in the mental goals, you might say, right, well, I know that my day is going to be hella stressful, just like mine is. So what do I do every day? I wake up in the morning, I go on my balcony, okay? I put some nice meditation music on and I do some deep breathing exercises and gear myself up for the day. I tell myself that this is going to be a fucking fantastic day. And once I do that, then I know that I'm going to go into that day 100 miles an hour, all right? But before I actually go into my day, then it goes into my personal goals, which is, for me, going to the gym every day. Yeah, I'm not going crazy about having specific, ways of looking or like bodybuilding or CrossFit or whatever. For me, as long as I just get up and train and that's all I need to know, that means that's going to set me up for the day. I also know that I need to eat well. Do you need to eat better? You don't want to be going through the day and having to stop at McDonald's and KFC just because you need something quickly to eat. I've been there. I still sometimes do it. You can't plan every day as well as you want to, because this is real estate. Your days can change all the time, and I appreciate that. But you need to be setting at least some base personal goals, because without them, you are going to be lost, all right? Which then brings me to the next point, organization. How organized are you as a person? Because I'll tell you this now, I was never organized, and I never have been. To be honest, will I ever be? Yes, I am better now, but I'm never one of these people that's OCD, everything is like absolutely perfect. No, I'll never be like that, and that's absolutely fine. But for me, I know that the importance of organization, especially in real estate, especially when you're dealing with a lot of people who have a lot of different problems, a lot of moving parts, if you are not staying on top of this organization, you are going to get so lost and you're going to miss out on so much business. So I always recommend every single day, or even every single night before you wake up for the next day, having a task list written out. That might be the most obvious thing someone can ever tell you. Write a task list or check it off. But trust me, and what I mean by that, I always separate the top first, okay? What are my top goals? Well, my top goals are the goals that are going to be the closest ones to make me money. Easy, right? So if I know I've got to follow up with 5 leads, because these leads are closest to closing, well, they're going to pay my bills at the end of the month. Okay, cool. Well, they're my first tasks. All right, so for me, personally, I generate all of my business through social media and content. All right, well, my content's generating me the leads are followed up with, but now I've got the afternoon free because I've done what I need to do. All right, assuming I've got no viewings or anything like that, then cool. Then we go back to the content. We look at the content calendar. We look at the schedule. We look at ideas. We speak to our marketing team, and then again throughout the day, all planned. And then to make sure that in the evening I have some rest time, some downtime, because again, you don't want to be working 12, 15, 20 hours a day. I don't believe you need to do that as a real estate agent. People will tell you that, but I believe they're just the ones that are disorganized. Again, what I say, once you understand your time management, then it becomes so much better for your days to flow without you having to stay up till 10, 11, 12 p.m. at night and just, be all over the place, following up with leads that you should have followed up with in the morning and stuff like that, And then another big thing that I've had a lot in my real estate career is blocking out the noise from people who aren't worth your time. Might be quite a harsh reality, but there are going to be a lot of real estate agents that just want to have a chat, they want to have a coffee, they want to talk about the day, they want to talk about the weekend. I'm sorry to say it, but they are not earning you money. There is literally no benefit for you to be chatting to them about useless shit on a daily basis just because, you want a little bit of time away. Now, I'm not saying don't socialize, don't do anything like that. Of course, 100% you need to be networking, socializing, do whatever you can. But what's the point in having a conversation with another real estate agent who's maybe not doing that well? Now, listen, if you want to talk to the top broker in the company and he's got the time for you to speak to him, which I guarantee if you do know the top broker in your company, he's not going to be sitting around all day waiting for you to have a chat with him. It's only going to be the people who are either on the same level or below to actually chat with you and actually, have this conversation about crap. Like I said, it's absolutely fine if you've got friends, go talk to them, whatever, but do not waste your time. Block out the noise. It's a very distracting industry. Now, this brings me on to another point, my morning routine. If I don't get up and I don't follow the same routine every single day, then I don't feel like my day is gonna be kickstarted the way I want. So what is my morning routine? I wake up somewhere between 6 and 6:30, all right? Usually about 6:15. I get straight in the cold shower. I don't like doing it. I hate it. I need to push myself to get into that cold shower every day. People say, oh, do cold showers, they're great for your health. For me, it's just because I don't want to do it and I do it. Well, I'm like, well, if I've done that, then I can do anything else throughout the day, because that was probably the worst thing you can do. What's worse, a freezing cold shower when you've just woken up, or a cold call, calling someone that doesn't even know who you are? Probably going to be the freezing cold shower. So then after that, like I said, I go straight into my breath work and meditation. And from that, I'll write out my to-do list when my head is nice and fresh and clean, or I'll have done that the night before. But usually I like to write it in the morning because I have a bit more clarity about my day. And I usually like to wind down in the night. So that's what I do in the morning. And then I go straight to the gym. And then after I've been to the gym, maybe have a quick bit of bite to eat, quick bit of breakfast, and then boom, my day starts, and it starts strong. And the last point I want to bring onto this is resilience. Now, this industry will pick you up, kick you down. It will destroy you in many ways. You'll have so many highs, so many lows, and it'll just feel like a roller coaster. But I'll tell you now, without those, then this is one of the best industries you can make money in, right? So you've got to expect it. You can't just expect to walk into real estate, make $1 million in your first year, be like, I'm the best guy in there. It doesn't work like that. Don't get me wrong, you can do that. It's easy enough to do that if you are committed from the start. But like I said, you need to be 100% all in, be resilient, have thick skin, because this industry is cutthroat. And without, the hassle and the hard work, then it doesn't mean that it's challenging enough to make this kind of money that you can make, because I'll tell you now, you can make life-changing money. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video. You're fired up, you're ready to go and tackle what you want to tackle. And again, if you want to join the Real Estate Growth Academy, I'm going to teach you how to do what I do on the camera, where I'm teaching people how to actually scale and build their personal brands from start to finish, how to actually get your own organic leads, how to build trust from clients all over the world and have a successful real estate career without the cold calling the sellers and stuff like that. Let people come to you. But that takes a bit of time, and that takes a little bit of resilience as well. So if you are committed, then you know where to find the free training, or go straight into the first call where you'll take it with me and we'll discuss how we can help you. Hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.